going on, guys? It's me, Dan from DanCarFilms here. Welcome back to another episode of NHL 17 New York Rangers franchise. Today we're going to go into the offseason and hopefully fix this team so that we can make it to the Stanley Cup final, or at least win the Stanley Cup in the next coming years. So right here we're going to sim up to June 22nd, and we're going to do our final scouting assignment of the year, as we are going to scout a goalie for 6 weeks. And right here you can see that the Ottawa Senators have won the Stanley Cup. They're from our division, and they won it. And the Hershey Bears won the Calder Cup, which is the minor league affiliate for the Washington Capitals. Right here we're going to take a look at player retirement. And you can see that Paul Gustad, the center we signed in the middle of the season, he's a grinder. He is going to retire along with Daniel Paille. Both guys are expendable. Not too concerned about that. We can easily replace them in free agency or with young players coming up through the system. And now we're going to take a look at retired players throughout the league. Right off the bat, you can see Joe Thornton, 90 overall from the San Jose Sharks. San Jose went to the Stanley Cup final and lost it to the Ottawa Senators, so it's sort of sad to see him go without a Stanley Cup. But yeah, there's Thornton's gone, Pavel Datsyuk is gone, that's a little bit surprising. Jokinen's gone. Anyone else major here? Not really. There's Manny Malhotra, yeah, and there's our guy Paul Gustad. So yeah, not too many centers there that to worry about that have left. Patrick Marleau, Patty Marleau's gone. Elias is gone. Chris Kunitz from the Penguins is gone. A lot of these guys though are still sort of up there in overall. I don't know why they're retiring so early. And right there's two Daniel Clarys. That's a little bit concerning. Glitch with the game. I don't know if he was on two separate teams or what. That might just be a glitch. And Jason Chimera from the Washington Capitals is gone. Right here, Marian Hosa's gone. Shane Doan's gone. Danius Zubris, Brad Boyes, Vernon Fiddler, and that's pretty much it. Sean Thornton, the grinder, former Bruin and Florida Panther, he is gone, and that's a little bit sad because I always liked watching him play and beat the crap out of people. Dan Boyle is gone. Pronger's gone. Andrei Markov is gone. Zidlicky's gone. No more Kronwalls. No more John Michael Lyles. Man, it's so sad to see Kronwall go. That's all I do is just watch Kronwall after Kronwall hit. It's just so good. Dennis Steinberg and Andrew Ferentz are both gone, both former Bruins. And right here, there's going to be no goalies that retired, which is a little bit surprising. But anyway, yes, you can see that the Ottawa Senators have won the Stanley Cup. The Calgary Flames versus the... Oh, sorry. The Calgary Flames won the President's Trophy, and then it was the Ottawa Senators versus the San Jose Sharks. Right here, the Art Ross and Hart go to Ryan Getzlaf, and Dougie Hamilton, I guess, was the best defenseman. I just sort of double take on this, like, what the heck? Dougie Hamilton was the best defenseman this year. That just surprises me. I guess that's why it led to Calgary's success, even though they got eliminated in the first round. The Conn Smythe goes to Craig Anderson. He must have just went off in the playoffs. And then Holtby, right here, gets the Jennings and the Vezina Trophy. The Masterson goes to Kevin Miller, and the Selke Trophy is going to go to Patrice Bergeron. It goes to him almost every single year, except with Andre Kopitar. Getzlaf gets the Lindsay Award, and the Maurice Richard Trophy goes to Alexander Ovechkin, who, just look at that, just pure dominance out of Alexander Ovechkin, and we have to deal with him like 3 times a year, so it sucks. Anyway, right here, AHL awards, you can see that the Hershey Bears have won the Calder Cup, and yeah, I'm not too concerned about really any of these awards, except for one towards when we get towards the bottom of this list right here. Ratty, Carr, Derek Carr, David Carr, I don't know, this is not the NFL, he gets 2 awards. We're getting close to it. There's Ellis, Chris Borg, and right here, our guy, I had to double take on this one as well. We just signed him as a rookie in the middle of the season and put him on our AHL squad, and he gets a trophy for involvement with the community. So hey, it's not really scoring goals, but it's still good enough. Right here, goals per game. This is playoff stats. Montreal, Florida, Calgary, Nashville, Washington, Edmonton, Detroit. And you notice that the Sharks and Senators were not up there. But right here, the power play, yeah, they're still not up there. But the penalty kill, they are 1 and 2 respectively. So they must have just been so dominant in shutting teams' power plays down. 92% shutdown rate. That is just insane. Right here, our players' playoff stats. Zuccarello with 4 goals. Nash with 4 goals. Zibanejad with 3. Jesper Fast with 3. McDonough with 2. And then assist, you got Lindbergh with 6. Crater with 6. Stepan with 6. Zibanejad with, I didn't get to see, I think it was 4 or something. Kreider gets 8 points. Zibanejad with 7. Stepan with 7. Lindbergh with 7. Zuccarello with 7. I'd like to see more goals out of Zuccarello and Stepan. Nash had 4. I just want more goals from those types of players. Our leaders on our team, we need more goals from them. McDonough had a solid playoffs. And then right here, Lundqvist had a .912 save percentage, which isn't the best, but which isn't good enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. That's why we didn't get to the Stanley Cup final. Right here, we're going to take a look at the stats from all the players in the league. Logan Couture with 18 points. That's a lot of points. Alexander Ovechkin with 11 goals. That's insane. And TJ Oshie on the same team. They must have just been scoring goals back and forth. And that's the team that knocked us out. So, I mean, I shouldn't really be surprised with a declining Lundqvist. I guess it's sort of expected. Thornton with 14 points. Kyle Turris with 14 points. And then there's Couture again with 18 points. Turris, Hoffman, and Stone, and Burns, and Thornton, and Bodker, and Pavelski, they must have just all went off in the playoffs. I'm surprised that the Sharks were statistically better. And right here you can see Burns is better than Carlson, and yet they still lost to the Ottawa Senators. And I don't even know how the Senators got there. That is so unrealistic. Not like real life at all. But anyway, we're going to take a look at save percentage right here. And you can see that Martin Jones had a .942 save percentage, and Craig Anderson had a .933. Also, the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond, had a .933 as well. So they must have just had great goaltending throughout the entire playoffs. And right here you can take a look at the playoff bracket. I'm not going to go through all of it, but you can see that San Jose had a pretty easy go of it, except against Edmonton there, right before the Western Conference Finals, but they 4-0 Winnipeg, which I guess really isn't surprising. I don't know why Winnipeg's there in the first place. And after the Capitals knocked us out, they went ahead and lost to the Senators, and then the Senators won the Stanley Cup. Right here you can take a look at the overalls. I scroll down through quickly. I think Dan Girardi dropped down to an 84 or something. No, an 85. That is not good at all. Jesper Fast, even with a great season, great playoffs, he still does not grow a single overall, and that's a little bit frustrating. McDonough drops 1, but I think he was only up 1 because of confidence. If we go to goalies now, Lundqvist has declined down to a 91 overall. I think it was a 94, 93, 92. He was something. And anyway, right here in the AHL squad, you can see Sean Day really improved a lot. Also, that guy who won that trophy for being involved in the community, he improved a lot. Brad Morrison, Tim Gettinger. A lot of these guys are the rookies I signed in the middle of the season, and they must have just skyrocketed. Also, Brady Ski. I'm trying to pronounce his name correctly. Skichi. I used to say Skichi. I'm pretty sure it is Ski. He's up to an 81 overall, and he might come up to the NHL squad this year if his overall grows just a little bit more, and if we can make room for him somehow. And now right here, a trade, a massive trade. Hendrik Lundqvist, a 5th and a 6th to Winnipeg for a 2nd, 3rd, and 2nd round pick, and they accept. Winnipeg got to the Western Conference Finals, lost 4-0. They are a competitive team. They need a goaltender. We give it to them. Next up, Rick Nash, a third for Artemi Panarin, and a 2nd from the Chicago Blackhawks. They accept, and guys, you have to trust me, all right? Just trust me. Do not click away, all right? I have an explanation for all of this. I don't think I have time in this video to explain it, though. Right here, Dan Girardi, a 4th, a 2nd for Oscar Klefbom, a 3rd and a 3rd from Edmonton, and we are going to go ahead and get it. Klefbom is going to hopefully develop into something good along with Panarin, and you just have to trust me. Straight up Kevin Klein for Malcolm Subban, and a 4th from the Boston Bruins, and we get it. Subban has elite potential, although it is low. But he still has elite potential. You have to trust me. You have to trust me, all right? Look how much salary cap we saved, but that's not the only reason I did this. I explained it all throughout my other videos, and that's been the theme so far. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. My players definitely don't like it. As you can see, morale took a huge hit. Antti Raanta is sort of mad at me. I don't know. He dropped all the way down to a 79 overall. He started at 82. That's insane. A lot of players are disgruntled with me. A lot of them really don't matter, though. We still do have some leaders on our team. Ryan Gropp, I don't even know who that is on our AHL squad. He's a leader on this team. But you have to trust me. All right, everything will work out. Everything will be fine. It's all a rebuild. All right, I got an elite offenseman, as right here we are in the draft. I got Artemi Panarin, elite defenseman. I got Oscar Klefbom, elite goalie. And, in Malcolm Subban, and hopefully those guys develop. The season's all going to be about developing. You just have to trust me. It might not look good at first, all right? It might not look good in the first couple years. But you just have to trust me, as right here, we are going to go after a goaltender in case Malcolm Subban does not work out here in the first round with like the 18th overall pick, 17th overall, and we get a starter potential goalie, medium potential. When he grows, it will probably jump up to a high potential starter. So this Scott guy is going to be our backup, our plan B in case Malcolm Subban does not go. The Malcolm Subban project does not go well. As right here, we're going to draft a defenseman, low potential there, but he is a top 6 defenseman. Not that great. I would like at least medium potential, because low potential means they couldn't really develop into anything. But hey, he's still young. He can still grow. AHL top 2 defenseman right here. This one sort of hurts. Bronner, he sort of screwed me a little bit there in the second round. We had 2 second-round picks. And, yeah, that's not that great of a pick, to be honest with you. Anyway, right here, hopefully he can grow to a low bottom 6 or something. But this Valette guy, he is a medium top 9 forward. Hopefully he can turn into something good. We'll give him some AHL time if he has the overall. Another AHL top 2 defenseman. But what can you ask for in the 4th round or something like that? This guy right here, George Havskid. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. We are going to go ahead and draft him after taking multiple looks at him, and he is going to be a bottom 6 forward. He's a medium playmaker. Hopefully he can develop into a third-line player, and yeah, hopefully he can just be the future. And then right here, this Iverson guy, he's projected to be an AHL top 6 forward. He's an enforcer, but we get him as a bottom 6 forward, and this fits perfectly because hopefully you all know by now that I like a grindy 4th line, and hopefully he can grow into that position at the right wing slot and sort of replace Josh Joris. So I think it was a pretty draft. I feel like we could have gotten better defensemen there. 2 AHL top 2 defensemen. Hopefully they can continue to grow. And right here, let's take a look at the contracts that we have to sign. I saw Zibanejad as part of that. A lot of unrestricted free agents that I'm not really interested in bringing back, except maybe Josh Joris. So you got Zibanejad and just a whole bunch of other people. But Zibanejad is like our #1 priority. Also, Artemi Panarin. Right here for Zibanejad, we're going to give him a $6 million deal for 3 years, 1 year, or one-way contract. He's an 87 overall, 24 years old, low elite, but still he's good. 25 years of age, Artemi Panarin is. We're going to give him a 3-year deal for $5.1 million. He is also an elite player. Oscar Lindberg, we're going to give a 2-way deal, or 2-year deal for $1.8 million. He still is young as well. Jesper Fast, 25 years old, less than $1 million salary, but for 2 years. And you're going to notice here, these 4 guys, one of them coming up right here is Adam Clendenning. We're going to sign them for less than $1 million, most of them, and except for Oscar Lindberg. And we are going to go ahead and put them on a 2-year cycle. Also, Josh Joris is going to be included in that, but he's going to be getting paid $1 million. He's 26 years old. I don't expect much from him, but hey, maybe something can happen. Rafael Diaz, you know, not that interested in bringing back. He's 31 years old, the 76 overall, not that interested, but might as well offer him a contract and stick him on that AHL squad. Same deal with Tanner Glass. All 3 of these guys right here, including Chris Brown, are going to reject, I believe. But look how much salary cap we have. That's just incredible. We are way below the minimum. All right, we're going to offer a deal to Nick Jensen, Marian Hervik. I'm not even going to try. Paliota, we're going to give a deal. Just a lot of these players, they're sort of older and not older, but they're like 24, 25, 23 right here. But he's simply just not going to grow. 65 overall, 23 years old. Like these types of players, we're just going to stick on our AHL squad and hope, you know, they perform well. So you're going to see that Panarin accepts our deal, so he's going to be the future of our offense. Glass rejects, Lindbergh accepts, McIlrath accepts, Fost accepts, Zibanejad accepts, Clendenning accepts, Joris accepts, Hervik accepts, Dane accepts, Nicholas Jensen accepts, Chris Brown rejects, Anderson accepts, Paliota accepts, Diaz rejects, and that is so hard to say. Try saying what I just said 9 times fast. But look at this guy. We drafted him in the 4th round, I believe, or something. He's 20 years old, and he's already a 72 overall. This is incredible. Hopefully he can turn into something good. I believe he's that playmaking center. And right here, I almost forgot about the goalies. We're going to give Malcolm Subban a 7-year deal for $1.5 million. 7-year deal, all right? He's a low elite goalie. He's the future of our goalies. And right here, a couple nice backups, too. But Subban, this is going to be a steal. When his value skyrockets through the ceiling, we're only going to be paying the guy $1.5 million. So much salary cap was saved But Subban might not start yet. He'll start when he surpasses this guy's overall. We're going to try to sign this guy right here. This is the, why you have to be mad guy. And I don't have else to say his name, so I'm simply not going to say his name. We're going to offer him a contract and hope he accepts. Right here, Justin Schultz, 26 years old. This guy's a steal. Medium potential, top 4 defenseman. Hopefully he can do something good. We have Clefbaum and Ski. Both of them are 83 overalls. You can see our goalie is going to reject it. That is a little bit depressing. Yeah, it's not really good at all. He wants a bigger, more years or something like that. He's 37 years old, so I was a little bit reluctant to give him that. But, yeah, we end up doing that. Brian Boyle accepts. I don't know if I showed me signing him, but we do want him on our team just to add that a little bit of forward depth and experience and a little bit of rough and tumble, if you know what I mean. And right here, our goalie overall is not that great, but right here, he is going to accept our deal. He's an 85 overall, and again, once Malcolm Subban's overall surpasses him, I will start Malcolm Subban. But yeah, we're getting towards the end of this video here. As you can see, our 86 goalie overall, which is not that great. 90 on defense, 92 on offense. But again, excuse me, I just ate. I'm sorry. Both of those stats will go up as our players develop, like Artemi Panarin and hopefully Jesper Fast, Oscar Lindberg, those types of players, and Oscar Clefbaum and Malcolm Subban. Those, you just have to trust me. All right, so much trust. All right, I know we lost Lundqvist, Nash, Girardi, and Klein. All of them were just solid players. As right here, we're going to get rid of Chris Brown. I don't even know why he was on the NHL squad in the first place, but you just have to trust me, all right? We have the future, all right? We have Artemi Panarin at offense, left wing. He's going to do so good on that first line. Oscar Clefbaum, defenseman. Malcolm Subban, goalie. That's going to be the end of this episode, guys. Comment, subscribe, me, your veggies. Go to school. DanCarFilms out. Peace!